The study shown on screen indicates how students felt after they returned from a study abroad experience, with over 70% of them recording improvement in intercultural skills, curiosity, flexibility and adaptability, self-awareness, and confidence. All of these skills make them very valuable to employers, increasing their career prospects. Texas A&M University offers a variety of study abroads, including one at the University of Lincoln in the UK. There, students study toxicology and in their downtime have planned excursions as well as trips to London and Edinburgh. Our group believes students should partake in a study abroad opportunity in order to develop as a person through the skills they learn, culture they experience, and sights they take in. It can be a difficult thing going to another country and learning all about its aspects, but our group believes it is very beneficial. I, Emma Jemmers, will go over the benefits of the location due to language and transportation. Sydney Heimer will go over the importance of being culturally aware through interactions with people and visiting attractions. Morgan Garcia will go over funding based on fundraisers, networking, and plasma donation. Sheen Chen will debunk the myths of unaffordability, language fluency, and feeling isolated, while Jesse Hallerson will finish off with persuading guardians based on the ideas of maturing as a person and challenging one world's view. First and foremost, I will go over the benefits of the location. How would you feel in a place that you'd never been before and have no knowledge of? You'd probably be pretty stressed, which is what most travelers feel when going abroad. However, I didn't feel that when I went to the UK. I felt confident in my ability to navigate the city as well as take in and understand everything around me since I spoke the same language. It's because of this that I believe Texas A&M students should take the University of Lincoln study abroad, as it is a great trip for Americans due to the fact that they share the same language of English and have easy transportation. All the cities involved, London, Edinburgh, and Lincoln, all share the same language of English, primarily and secondarily, and have a range of accents, while they also have extensive transportation networks in terms of buses and walking. The first issue travelers run into when going abroad is a language barrier, as it prevents communication and therefore they cannot get help if they ever get into a situation since they couldn't talk to locals. However, Peter Trulich, in his book Language in the British Isles, a linguistics professor, writes that English has been the dominant language in England for quite a while, with natives speaking it and non-natives usually speaking it as a second language. This allows for in-depth conversation with locals, learning about their cultural and its beliefs and attitudes, whilst being able to take in sights as they can understand the history and importance by reading descriptions. Second, students encounter a range of accents. This is important for the concept of accent bias. This is defined by four Cardiff University researchers known as Peter Garrett, Nicholas Coupland, Hywel Bishop, and Angie Williams. They found that certain accents were rated as indicating someone had more education, had more prestige, and a higher social economic status, while others were more pleasant and friendly. It's important to expose yourself to this concept so that you do not create dissonance between what someone sounds like and how they should be, discriminate against them when they don't match up to it. It's easier to do so when it's in the first same shared language, allowing you to come over that issue. The second issue most travelers face is the issue of navigation, as you often can't bring your car due to the costs or simply not owning a car in the first place. This is helped by the fact that the UK has an extensive bus network. See, Peter White from the University of Westminster found that in the 1980s, all buses were eventually deregulated, meaning the government didn't have as much involvement, so they could be privatized. And with more privatized bus routes, they could expand further and further without limits. This gives students more mobility in being able to go wherever they want to, especially in the city of Lincoln, where they spend most of their time, as there are 8 separate bus routes there according to its website, with one known as the Walk and Ride Shuttle, running 6 days a week through the main parts of the city, morning to night. So students are not limited by distance at all for what they want to see. However, this can be costly, and students can actually save on costs based on the way UK streets are designed. See, two municipal engineers known as Colin Davis and Robert Hartford define a street as a highway with important public realm functions beyond the movement of traffic speech. They are typically aligned with buildings and public spaces. This means that buildings are usually side by each other, so you'll have restaurants, shops, and residential housing all next to each other, as can be seen in these pictures, as well as historical sites fitted in there. So all students have to do is go out and take a walk, and they'll be able to see most anything they want to if they can't afford anything more. It's truly a great experience to just be able to go out and see so much. Now, with all the difficulties that come with traveling abroad, it is best to start with somewhere that has familiarity and simplicity in design. Because of this, that I believe traveling American students will have a smooth experience in an unfamiliar country with the comfort of language and easy city planning, allowing them to truly take in the city, developing their view on the speakers and knowledge of the world. Without the unease and confusion that is often felt on a trip, they can truly take the time to form a new worldview of the world as a whole, seeing how it differs from their own culture and grows to others. On on this topic, I felt this sentiment, and I believe it is very important for open mindedness. Continuing on, Sydney Heimer will follow me about the importance of cultural awareness experienced through landmarks and interactions with locals.